everyone, and welcome to another video from Juicy Killer Monster. This one is a special video of stuff we're looking to get into, which is vintage toys, all assorted. We know nothing. All we know is check condition, check the make, check the year, and sell it for more than what you bought it for. So we have lots and lots of stuff today. We've sourced all this stuff from the charity shops. Not going to tell you what charity shop, but I can tell you the overall price that we paid for everything. So everything you see here, so you've got WWF wrestling figures, you got Star Wars, you got Barbies. Some of those Barbies are from 1966. Got some cool Star Wars figures here, some more Barbies and Cindy's and whatever other makes. Now all this down here is Matchbox, so all got Matchbox written underneath it. And what we're going to do is take a look at a few items, tell you why we bought this and what we hope to achieve from doing it. So thanks for watching, buckle in and we'll have a look. So we'll start off with the Matchbox figures. So you've got stuff like this plain, altogether jet, comes in 3 parts. If you look on the bottom, probably won't be able to see it on the camera, but there it says, just there it says Matchbox, okay? See how close we can get you. You see that? Anyway, if you can't, it says Matchbox. So we got Matchbox figurines there. We've got toys and trucks interchangeable. We've got limousines. We've got Disney, Pixar little cars made by Mattel. They all say Mattel or Disney or Matchbox on the bottom. So we're no experts in toys and stuff, but I really want to get into, and this is the reason why we bought this stuff, I really want to get into the vintage toys. You know, not the newer stuff so much, but you know, a mixture of vintage toys. Have a really cool stall, and just sell to collectors and resellers, or sell online ourselves. A mixture of the car boots and stuff. I think it'll look really cool on the stand. And as long as we make our money, we're happy. So let's have a look at some of these other bits there. Got this big truck here. It says Matchbox underneath. You can't really see it with the camera. So it says Hot Wheels or Matchbox, but that's Matchbox. All these different cars, and we've got like half pieces as well. Now the good thing with Matchbox is you can add different bits. So look at this, is like a Frankenstein car I've just put together. It's like that was more complete actually. It's like a train with something at the back. But this one here, look, starts off as a Jeep, goes into the cockpit of a plane, goes into a light bit there, with some wings in the back of an aeroplane, you know, so they are all interchangeable. And I've just had another Barbie. I'll tell you what, these Barbies are dead in their feet. I don't think they've had a meal in days. Look, keep falling down, can't hold their own weight. So, yeah, so that's the Matchbox stuff. And what we're going to be doing is, I'm going to be bundling a lot of this stuff together and selling them separately to different types of collectors. I'm going to be listing them on eBay and vinted. So if you're interested in buying any of these are up your street, check our eBay stores out and check our vintage stores out, because they'll all be listed from, I think this video comes out Saturday, so they'll be listed from Thursday night, Friday afternoon. And we've got micro machines, Matchbox figures. This one's pretty cool, check this out. MBTV Mobile 1 with the guns on. I've checked underneath and it says that as well. They're all Matchboxed up. They've all got their things. You've got the pink limo in 3 parts. Matchbox as well. See a little Matchbox sign up there. It's hard to zoom in. So that's the Matchbox stuff we got. So if you're interested in buying any of that, go on our eBay and vintage stores under the description of our channel in the link section. And if you can't buy them online, what we're going to do, list them all online for the next couple of days, see what interest we get, and then take them to the car boot as well, or anything that hasn't sold, and then see what interest we get down at the car boots. So that's all your Matchbox stuff there. Now moving on to these Barbie diva dolls, all this sort of stuff. You know, you got original Barbies there, and I think the oldest one we picked up today was from 1966. I think it's that one at the back there, 1996 Mattel. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, mainly Barbies and other stuff. So if you're interested in your Barbies, have a look at those. They'll be put out. Not even sure if this is a Barbie. They're all different makes, but they're all made by Mattel. So when I take a photo of them and list them on eBay, you know, if you know what you're on about, you'll see anyway. Like I said, we're not experts in this, guys, but we are trying, and I actually want to get into selling vintage toys. So we've got some ScoobyDoo stuff. So if you're buying ScoobyDoo, that's Scooby on like a train carriage. And the marks you're looking for are Hanna-Barbera. So it says Hanna-Barbera at the top there. And we've got the mystery machine here. And let's have a look here. So that says ScoobyDoo, February, May 15, Hanna-Barbera. But yeah, a lot of these figures and stuff are really old, mate. Really old. But we've got a Disney car here that from the film Cars that winds up and that works. And that is 2006. So I can't zoom in anymore. It says 2006 Disney Pixar car in full working condition. Now moving on to the Star Wars stuff. So that's your Matchbox, that's your Hot Wheels, that's your miniatures, that's your Barbies and some other dolls. And now we're going to move, and that was Scooby-Doo, and now we're going to move on to Star Wars. So we've got this figure here, which is pretty cool. I've still got a label on it. So let's come around here, see what it says on it. Can't see any writing straight away because we picked it all up in a bulk load. But I need to get the label off that. So one label I didn't get off. But that's Star Wars, and apparently that's going online for at least 10 quid. That bit there. From the person I bought it off. I've got this big figure here. Like I say, we don't know anything about these Star Wars figures and everything, but we know they fetch money. And on the bottom it says Hasbro SA. So that's made by Hasbro. All in one piece. Remember, all of this will be listed on our eBay and Vinted, and will be down the car boot Sunday if it hasn't sold by Sunday. Got this geezer here, is that on? Let's have a look, see if we can get you on the light. He says on the bottom, so Hasbro SA, made in China. So be assured, if you do want to buy any of these products that we're looking at today, they all have the proper markings on it. It's not just like made in China, cheap copycats, anything like that. It all has to say Matchbox, Disney, Barbie, Mattel, all this sort of stuff. And if it doesn't, we don't touch it, because that's the only way we can sort of guarantee that it's legit. So, and then the last bit of Star Wars we've got there is this green thing, green teddy. Star Wars, Lucasfilm. So you've got the teddy there at the top. Looks pretty cool, and he's got like some jetpack on the back. Don't know if that's a light. No, it's just empty. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Looks like one of those bounty hunters or whatever it is. If you know anything about it, guys, let us know. It's an education for us all. I'm educating you on what I'm buying, and you can educate us on what it is, and then we can get a better idea together, because not everybody knows everything. And like I say, we're at the very beginning of our toy journey. So what I actually went out for today was wrestling figures by Mattel or Hasbro or whatever you can get, right? And I managed to pick up 8 of them today. So if you know what the figures are, tell us on the comments. I know that that one there is John Cena. I used to watch a bit of wrestling when I was a kid. And then you've got all these different ones, but let's pick one up and we can see. So there's no swing in any of the arms. Okay, they're not damaged, they're not broken, they're all in good nick. The face scans look pretty cool as well. And I know you get basics and I know you get elites. So this one is 2003 WWE. So that doll there, that wrestling figure there, is 22 years old, which is pretty cool if you think about it. And the fact that it's managed to survive. You've got this guy here, look like he's broke both his collarbones. This one is 2003 WWE, all rights reserved. You probably can't pick it up on the camera. But if you think about it, those two at the front there, they're 22 years old. How cool are they? The reason, the reason I want to get into them is they're cheap to buy if you can get them for the right price, obviously. See, that one's 2003 as well. These are all 22 years old, these figures. They're fairly reasonable to buy if you can get deals. They're easy to store. They're easy to package and send. That one is a 2001 WWE Maven, whatever it is. I'm trying. It's going to be like dominoes here, mate. When I knock these up, they're going to be like dominoes. So yeah, 2003 for that one. And then we got the 3 at the back. Now this one is 2003 as well. So I reckon these all came from the same guy or person who donated them to a charity shop. And we've gone and bought them from charity shops. So all this stock today was bought from 4 or 5 different charity shops. 2003 WWE. And then you got the one I know about, which is John Cena. They've obviously modelled him on myself. And he's 2003 as well. So all of those figures, apart from one, are 2003 and the other one's 2001. So anything you've seen here today, guys, that you want to buy, let us know. Any information you just want to give us to help us out with what's selling and what stuff's worth and stuff. I mean, we can do the old eBay checks and stuff, but it's nice to hear from you guys. And we're looking to go out and buy our vintage toys once a week. Hopefully sell them at car boots, sell them at eBay and Vinted for a profit. And just get hold of some good stock, vintage stock. That's, some of the decent newer stuff and some of the decent older stuff. And see if we can fill up people's collections. Matchbox and ScoobyDoo and Disney and Barbie and Hasbro and Mattel. And that's how we do our checks. We look at the symbols, we look at the condition, and if both of those are in the right place and the price is in the right place, we will buy it and hopefully make a profit on it. So the grand total we paid for all of these items was 37 quid. 37 quid for every single toy that you see here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly add up how many items we've got, divide that 37 quid by the amount of items, and then you'll get a price point for each item. See you in a sec. So guys, I think, because I've got a terrible memory, so we paid 37 quid for all the items you see here, and there are 59 individual items. And what did I say the price point was per item, Liz?
62 pence.
Which figures out 59 items for 37 quid, yeah, 62 pence average price per item, which I think you'll agree is pretty damn good. So 62 pence an item is what we paid. Let's see how much we can turn it into. And we got some good deals in the shops, bearing in mind some of these figures here, these big ones, they were up for £7, £8 in the shop. But because we bought so much, we bundled it together and got a lower price point, which is we desperately need, otherwise we can't make our profit and it's pointless doing. So if you're into your vintage toys, if you're into any of this stuff, we'll be looking to buy different stuff each week. And tune in, watch where we sell it, watch the other stuff we buy and sell. And if you're already a member and a subscriber, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care and goodbye.